so here I'm almost at the center of this piece to begin the first pineapple of the pattern. So okay, now the pattern says that you have to stop one stitch before the center, which is this is the center, so I stop here one stitch before the center. I chain one, and then I have to make a V stitch. So I skip one, go into the next one, make one double crochet, chain one, make another double crochet into the same stitch, chain one, then I skip the next one and make a double crochet into the following stitch. Then I'll continue making double crochets until I have reached the end of this line. Row number 2, once again you have to stop one stitch. For row number 2 you have to stop one stitch before the first space. These are the 3 spaces that we have right now, so you have to stop one stitch before the first one, and then you're going to chain one, and then we're going to make 5 double crochets into the V stitch, which is this one right here. You're going to make 5 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we chain one, we skip this space plus 1 stitch, we make a double crochet into the following stitch. Okay, so it's the same thing that we did here. We skipped 1 stitch plus a space. Now here we do 1 space plus a stitch. And just finish this row by double crochet all these stitches. Now row number 3, we stop 1 stitch before the first space, we chain one, and then we're going to make 2 double crochets into each of the 5 previous double crochets. So the first one, 1, 2. Now the second one, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. Then we chain one, and now we're going to skip the space plus 1 stitch. Okay, so finish this row. Now row number 4, once again we stop 1 stitch before the space, we're going to chain one, and then we're going to make 1 V stitch here in the center of this space. So in this stitch I'm going to make my V stitch. So I double crochet 1, chain 1, and then a second double crochet in the same stitch. Then I'm going to make a slip stitch on the 4th stitch from the 10 double crochets that we have here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Slip a stitch. Then I'll make a double crochet in the next one. Chain 1. Double crochet in the next one. And then one slip stitch right next to the last double crochet. So here we chain 1, and then we're going to skip all of these stitches and we're going to make another V stitch on this space, in this space. So one double crochet, chain, second double crochet, and second double crochet. Chain 1, we skip 1, so now we'll make, and we make double crochets. The V stitch in the space, so we make one double crochet. I want you to notice something here. Chain 1, I have, so this will be the end of the first fan stitch, and here on the sides we have the beginning of the other 2 fan stitch that will go on each side of this one. So these 2 V stitches, they would look like this one, the first one. Then on the following row we'll make 5 double crochets in this V and 5 in this one. Okay. Now row number 5, we stop once again 1 stitch before this space. We're going to chain 1, and then we're going to make 5 double crochets into the V stitch. And we chain 1. Now we are going to make a slip stitch in this very stitch that we have here, which is a chain from the previous row. This is where we did the slip 1, 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet, and then a slip stitch. So this one over here is the chain 1. So we chain 1 now, and we make another 5 double crochets. Then we finish with chain 1, we skip this space and 1 stitch, and we make a double crochet. Now for From now on, we're just going to repeat what we have been doing. And so here, the previous row we did the 5 double crochets inside the V stitch. So now we have to make 10 double crochets, 2 in each of the 5 stitches. So here, once again, we stop 1 stitch before this space. So we're going to chain 1, wrap the yarn, and we make 10 double crochets, 2 in each of the previous 5 double crochets. Perfect. Now, here we have the other set of 5 stitches. So to get from here to the next one, we're just going to chain 1, wrap the yarn, and make your 10 double crochets. So now we finish with a chain 1, we skip 1 stitch, and we double crochet on the following one. So now here, as you can see, we linked these two with the chain 1, and now we just keep repeating the same things that we have been doing. On the next row, we are going to create another V stitch here, another one here, and the last one here. So you're going to create 3 foundations to start 3 new fan stitch. Okay, so just follow the instructions and you're going to start increasing the fan stitch, which is what we want to get for this pattern.